Could you give me a laundry list of some of the things that you would want to change about the Fisheries Reform Act or fisheries management process in North Carolina?
Well, the concern I have is that supposedly next year, between the end of this session and the beginning of the long session, some of the legislators have indicated that they're going to go out with stakeholders and talk about that very issue, the Fisheries Reform Act. What can we do? Do we need to gut it? Do we need to revise it? Do we need to amend it? I'm not too hopeful about that process just because of the contentious nature, the contentious environment that we're in today. I don't. I'm an optimist by nature, but at the same time, I'm not real hopeful that we are going to end up with a good process between now and then. That's not a lot of time. I'm a big believer in what we had before with the Joint Legislative Commission on Seafood and Aquaculture. I think that body, which was made up of appointees by the Senate, by the House, by the Governor, and the Commissioner of Agriculture, I think that was a good cross-section of people. Recreational, commercial, environmental, aquaculture,
And so fisheries issues were funneled through that commission?
That's true. And, the two co-chairs...
How are they dealt with now?
Haphazardly, really. I mean, anybody wants to try to get something done in the legislature now just talks to their friendly legislator and a bill gets introduced. Where before it was expected to go through the Legislative Commission on Seafood and Aquaculture, and those were not folks, just legislators. Those were private citizens that had a vested interest in what's going on, and they would vet these issues and make recommendations to the members of the General Assembly. So it didn't get as contentious. That's what I think. I think that's where the process needs to be. I'd be a lot more hopeful about the outcome if we had a joint legislative commission similar to that. Call it whatever you want. And some people objected.
Do you know why that was done away with?
It was done away with. It was just a sweeping change. A lot of commissions were done away with at the same time in an effort to save money, and that was one that was unfortunate.